Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today. We are here to explore one of the most powerful gifts we have as human beings, the ability to generate ideas. The world is built on ideas. Every major breakthrough, every invention, every societal advancement started as an idea. But here's the thing. It's not just any idea that changes the world, it's the best ideas, the ones that are bold, innovative, and purposeful. So how do you generate your best ideas? How do you unlock the hidden potential within you to bring forth ideas that will shape your future, your community, and even the world? Let me tell you, every single person in this room has the ability to create remarkable ideas. The power to innovate, to change, to create rests within each of us. The only thing you need to do is recognize it and cultivate it. Let me share with you some key principles to help you generate your best ideas. First, understand that your mind is your greatest resource. There is no limit to what your mind can produce. The only limits are the ones you place on yourself. You see, the mind is a treasure chest of untapped potential. Your thoughts can transform the world, but only if you open yourself to the possibilities. Your mind is limitless, and you must never forget that. The next crucial point is understanding your purpose. To generate the best ideas, you must first know where you're headed. Your purpose will give your ideas direction. It's like a compass guiding your thoughts toward meaningful innovation. If you don't know your purpose, your ideas may be great, but they'll be aimless. Purpose gives your creativity meaning. Now, let's talk about creativity. It's easy to think of creativity as something reserved for artists or musicians, but that's a misconception. Creativity is a universal tool. It's not a gift, it's a skill that anyone can develop. You need to embrace your creativity and remove the limitations you've placed on it. Creativity is about seeing possibilities where others see barriers. It's about breaking free from conventional thought and finding new ways to approach old problems. But to access this creativity, you must embrace silence. In a world filled with constant noise, it's easy to forget the power of stillness. Silence creates space for deep thinking. It allows your mind to connect the dots and bring forth your most brilliant ideas. So carve out moments of quiet, turn off distractions, and allow your mind to wander. Great ideas often emerge in those quiet moments when you're not actively forcing your thoughts, but simply allowing them to flow. Another powerful tool is curiosity. Curiosity is the spark that ignites ideas. You see, every great idea starts with a question. Don't be afraid to ask questions, no matter how simple or complex. Ask about everything, your environment, the people you meet, the systems you work with. Curiosity forces you to look deeper and challenge the status quo, which is the breeding ground for innovation. Your environment plays a significant role in generating ideas. Surround yourself with things and people that inspire you. Your surroundings can either fuel your creativity or drain it. Create an environment that nurtures your ideas, a place filled with opportunity, challenges, and resources that encourage growth. Reflection is another essential practice. Pause and look back. Reflect on your experiences, your successes, and your failures. Sometimes the best ideas come when you reflect on past challenges, lessons learned, and opportunities missed. It's in these moments of reflection that clarity emerges and new ideas are born. Of course, we must also recognize that failure is part of the process. The best ideas often emerge from the ashes of failed attempts. Every failure is a lesson, a step closer to the right idea. Don't be afraid to fail, because failure brings wisdom. The idea that works is often the one that was preceded by a series of attempts, trials, and missteps. Success round 18, and the temptation to beat success. The next principle is collaboration. Some of the best ideas come from collaboration. Don't limit yourself to only your own thinking. Engage with others, share your ideas, and welcome their feedback. The synergy of minds working together will unlock doors you may never have considered on your own. Great ideas are not always born in isolation. They are nurtured in the collective. And let me tell you this, never stop challenging your assumptions. We all have beliefs, habits, and ways of thinking that we hold dear, but those very assumptions can become barriers to our growth. To generate your best ideas, you must challenge what you think you know. Look at everything with fresh eyes. Be willing to question your beliefs and open yourself to new possibilities. Mind-stimulating activities are essential. Engage in activities that stretch your mind. Read books, engage in debates, write down your thoughts, and take part in discussions that challenge your thinking. The more you engage in intellectual stimulation, the sharper your mind will become and the better your ideas will be. Ideas evolve. Stay open to change. As you grow and learn, your ideas will change too. Be flexible and be willing to adapt. Refining your ideas is part of the process of growth. An idea that starts as a seed can evolve into something much larger and more impactful. You must also learn to focus on solutions, not problems. It's easy to dwell on the difficulties, the obstacles, and the roadblocks. But true innovators don't focus on what's wrong, they focus on how to make things right. Shift your mindset to solution-based thinking and watch how the best ideas start to surface. Once the ideas come, you must take action. Ideas alone will not change the world. It's action that brings them to life. Start small if you have to, but start. Take that first step toward turning your idea into reality. Every small action will propel you closer to your vision. Commit to your vision. The best ideas require dedication. They require work, persistence, and a belief in their value. Never give up on your ideas, even when challenges arise. The best ideas are not easy. They require you to push through adversity and stay true to your vision. Ladies and gentlemen, the best ideas are not just born, they are cultivated. They emerge when we engage our minds, challenge our assumptions, collaborate with others, and remain persistent in our pursuit. Each one of us has the potential to generate ideas that can change the world. Ideas are the cornerstone of everything we see around us. Every innovation, every breakthrough, and every change that has shaped history started with an idea. From the simplest inventions to the most complex systems, all of them began as a thought, a spark in someone's mind. The reality we live in is the result of human imagination, of people who dared to dream beyond what was known and believed that something better was possible. Think about the world we live in today, the technology we use, the buildings we live in, the medicines that cure us, the education we receive. None of it would exist if it weren't for someone who had the courage to think differently. The power of ideas is not just in their ability to change our individual lives, but in their potential to transform entire societies, economies, and even the course of human history. Ideas are the currency of progress. It's easy to overlook their power because ideas are intangible. They don't have a physical form like money or a building, but they are the most valuable asset we possess. Every progress we make in our personal and professional lives starts with an idea. The ability to generate meaningful ideas is one of the most powerful skills anyone can develop because it opens up limitless possibilities. And it's not about how many ideas you have, but about how much potential each idea holds. An idea, when acted upon, can propel you from where you are to where you want to be. It can lift communities out of poverty, inspire nations to greatness, or drive technological revolutions. The incredible thing about ideas is that they are available to all of us. They don't come with a specific price tag or belong to a certain group of people. They are a universal resource, a well that anyone can tap into, regardless of background, age, or experience. The key lies in how we approach the process of generating ideas. The more we understand how to cultivate and refine these ideas, the more powerful they become. The most groundbreaking ideas often come from places or people least expected, because creativity and inspiration know no boundaries. Ideas are universal, meaning they are available to everyone regardless of background, culture, or circumstance. It doesn't matter where you come from or what your current situation is. Every single person has the potential to come up with ideas that can transform their own lives and the lives of others. We often think of ideas as something reserved for the few, for the creative geniuses or the visionaries. But the truth is that everyone has the ability to generate remarkable ideas. At their core, ideas are not bound by any physical or social limitations. They don't belong to a select group of people, nor are they restricted to a particular environment or time period. Whether you're from a small village or a bustling metropolis, whether you're young or old, rich or poor, ideas are available to you. The power to create, to innovate, to think differently is something inherent in every human being. All it takes is the willingness to tap into that potential. The misconception that ideas are exclusive to a few holds us back from realizing our own creative potential. It's easy to feel like you don't have what it takes or that your ideas don't matter, but this is far from the truth. The best ideas often come from unexpected places, from those who may not have had the privilege of a traditional education, or from people who are not in the public spotlight. It's in those humble settings that the most powerful ideas can emerge. History is filled with examples of ordinary people creating extraordinary things. People who did not have any special advantage, but who possessed an unshakable belief that their ideas were worth pursuing. What makes ideas truly universal is that they are accessible to anyone who has a curious mind and an open heart. Curiosity is the key that unlocks the door to innovation. When you start to ask questions about the world around you, about the way things work, about the challenges people face, about how things can be improved, you open yourself up to a stream of creative thoughts and solutions. You don't need to be born into a certain social class or have a specific background to be able to think of new ways to approach the world. All you need is the desire to explore, to understand, and to solve problems. Ideas are not static either. They evolve as we evolve. As society progresses, as technology advances, and as we gain new experiences, our ability to generate ideas expands. What may have been unimaginable a few years ago is now within reach, and the ideas of today are laying the groundwork for the innovations of tomorrow. What is truly exciting is that there is no limit to what ideas can achieve. They don't have a finite lifespan. An idea can grow, morph, and evolve into something far beyond its original form, and it can impact generations long after the person who first conceived it is gone. In the end, the universality of ideas is what makes them so powerful. Everyone has access to the same boundless creative potential. It's up to us to cultivate that ability, to foster environments that encourage thinking, exploring, and imagining. Ideas don't belong to the elite few. They belong to every single one of us. Your mind is without question your greatest resource. It is the birthplace of every idea, every innovation, and every solution that has ever changed the course of human history. The power of your mind is unparalleled. It holds the capacity to create, transform, and shape the world around you. Everything you experience, every decision you make, and every action you take begins in your mind. It's where your thoughts are born, your dreams are formed, and your plans are set into motion. The mind is an incredibly vast and intricate system, capable of processing an unimaginable amount of information. It can solve complex problems, imagine what doesn't yet exist, and even make sense of the seemingly random events in our lives. The most remarkable thing about your mind is its ability to learn, adapt, and grow. The human brain has an extraordinary capacity to evolve and stretch its potential, especially when you actively engage it. Unlike physical resources that can be depleted, the mind expands with use, becoming more powerful and more resourceful the more it is exercised. When you begin to understand the immense value of your mind, you realize that it is not something that should be taken for granted. It's not something that can be measured by external circumstances or possessions. It's not about what you own or where you live. The true wealth of your mind is in its ability to create opportunities, solve problems, and generate new ways of thinking. With the power of your mind, you can turn challenges into stepping stones, setbacks into lessons, and dreams into reality. Your mind is where your creativity resides. Every time you envision something new or think of a unique solution to a problem, you're tapping into the infinite creative potential of your mind. It is not limited by time or space, but rather by the boundaries you place on it. Your mind is capable of seeing beyond the present moment. It can visualize the future and create mental blueprints that guide your actions. Ideas flow from this creative space where imagination is free to roam, unrestricted by reality's constraints. In the same way, your mind allows you to analyze, process, and solve the most intricate problems. It is a problem-solving machine that works tirelessly, constantly seeking out connections and patterns that allow you to make sense of the world around you. The ability to think critically and logically is another of the mind's invaluable resources. When faced with challenges, it is your mind that can navigate the complexities, drawing from knowledge and experience to come up with solutions that others might miss. Your mind is adaptable. It can be molded, shaped, and refined. The more you feed it with positive, challenging, and stimulating information, the stronger it becomes. The more you expose yourself to new ideas, perspectives, and experiences, the greater your mind's capacity to synthesize and create new connections. It's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the more it grows and strengthens. The people who achieve extraordinary things are often the ones who consistently stretch the limits of their minds, pushing themselves to think beyond what's comfortable and familiar. We often forget that the mind has the power to heal, too. It shapes not just our thoughts, but our emotions and our perceptions of reality. With the right mindset, you can overcome adversity, build resilience, and push through challenges that might otherwise seem insurmountable. When you believe in the power of your mind, you can transform your thinking and, in turn, transform your life. The power of positive thinking and the ability to control one's own mindset can make all the difference between success and failure, growth and stagnation. The mind is not just about intellect, it's about potential. It is a vast, untapped reservoir of possibility, creativity, and wisdom. Your mind can take you to places you never thought possible, but only if you believe in its ability to do so. When you recognize the power of your mind and make the conscious effort to nurture it, you unlock a world of limitless possibilities. you realize that you are only as limited as the beliefs you hold about your own potential. Your mind is the tool that shapes everything. It's where your best ideas are born, where your greatest strategies are developed, and where your life's purpose is realized. The more you appreciate and invest in this greatest resource, the more you will see its extraordinary potential come to life. Understanding your purpose is one of the most transformative aspects of personal growth and success. It's the driving force behind everything you do, the foundation upon which your dreams are built, and the compass that guides you through life. When you truly understand your purpose, you are not simply going through the motions or responding to external pressures. You are living with intention, clarity, and passion. Your purpose is the deep-seated understanding of why you are here, and when you connect with it, you find a sense of direction that makes every action, decision, and goal more meaningful. Purpose is not something that can be imposed on you by others, nor is it something that can be simply discovered overnight. It's an internal process, a journey that takes time, self-reflection, and a willingness to explore who you are and what you stand for. Your purpose is unique to you, shaped by your experiences, values, passions, and the things that excite and inspire you. It's not about following someone else's path or trying to fulfill someone else's expectations. It's about understanding your own desires and recognizing the impact you wish to have on the world. When you understand your purpose, your ideas begin to take on greater significance. Each idea you generate becomes connected to a bigger picture, aligned with your vision and goals. Your purpose serves as a filter, helping you assess whether an idea is in harmony with the direction you want to go. Without purpose, ideas can feel random or disconnected, but with a clear sense of purpose, every idea, no matter how small, becomes a potential step toward the fulfillment of your greater mission. Purpose also acts as a source of motivation. When challenges arise, as they inevitably will, your purpose reminds you why you started in the first place. It fuels your determination and resilience, keeping you focused and driven even in difficult times. The journey toward fulfilling your purpose is not always easy, but when you are aligned with it, the hardships seem less daunting because you understand that they are part of a larger process, a process that leads to a deeper sense of fulfillment. Understanding your purpose helps you prioritize what truly matters in your life. In a world full of distractions and noise, it's easy to get lost in the chaos of daily life. But when you know your purpose, it becomes a guiding principle that helps you make decisions more consciously and with greater clarity. You learn to say yes to opportunities that align with your purpose and to say no to things that drain your energy or divert you from your path. Every action, every thought, every decision becomes more purposeful when it's anchored in your understanding of why you are here. Purpose also brings meaning to your struggles. It shifts your perspective on failures and setbacks. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, you begin to view them as necessary lessons, stepping stones on the way to your greater goal. When you understand your purpose, you see the bigger picture and recognize that even the difficult moments contribute to your growth and evolution. Purpose transforms obstacles into opportunities, helping you maintain your focus on the long-term vision rather than getting bogged down by temporary challenges. Another key benefit of understanding your purpose is the profound sense of fulfillment that comes with it. When you live in alignment with your purpose, you are not merely chasing external markers of success, money, titles, or accolades. Instead, you are driven by an internal sense of satisfaction and achievement that is far more lasting and meaningful. Purpose fills your life with meaning, regardless of what the external world may or may not acknowledge. It gives you a deep sense of peace because you know that you are living authentically, true to who you are. The clarity that comes with understanding your purpose allows you to set goals that are aligned with your deeper values. You are not just setting goals for the sake of achievement, but for the sake of fulfillment. When you know your purpose, you become more selective about the projects and pursuits you invest in, ensuring that every step you take is in service of a larger vision. This kind of clarity empowers you to be decisive and confident in your actions, knowing that you are moving closer to what truly matters to you. Understanding your purpose gives you a sense of peace and direction that transcends the ups and downs of life. It provides unlocking your creativity is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. Creativity is not reserved for a select few. It is a natural gift inherent in every individual. The key to tapping into this potential lies in how you approach it. Creativity is not just about artistic expression. It is about seeing the world differently, finding new solutions to old problems, and thinking beyond the boundaries of conventional wisdom. It's a way of thinking, a mindset that allows you to break free from limitations and connect to a deeper well of ideas, possibilities, and innovations. At its core, creativity is about freedom. The freedom to think without boundaries, to challenge norms, and to allow your mind to wander and explore. But too often, we place restrictions on ourselves. We tell ourselves that we are not creative enough, that we don't have the right skills, or that our ideas are not worthy of attention. These self-imposed limitations shut down our creative potential before it even has a chance to blossom. To unlock your creativity, the first step is to free yourself from these constraints. Stop doubting your abilities and start trusting that within you is an endless source of inspiration waiting to be tapped. One of the greatest barriers to creativity is the fear of failure. We often hold back from fully expressing our creative ideas because we worry about how they will be received or whether they will be successful. However, creativity thrives in an environment of experimentation and risk-taking. Failure is not the opposite of creativity, it is part of the creative process. Every time you take a risk and step outside your comfort zone, you open the door to new possibilities. It's in the trial and error, in the moments of struggle and frustration that you discover your true creative capacity. When you embrace failure as a teacher rather than a setback, you create the conditions for growth and innovation. Creativity is also sparked by curiosity. When you're genuinely curious about the world around you, you start to ask questions that lead to new insights and ideas. Curiosity opens your mind to different perspectives and allows you to see connections that others might miss. It's about looking at the everyday things in life with fresh eyes, wondering how they work, and imagining how they could work differently. By cultivating a mindset of curiosity, you create a space for new ideas to enter and for your creativity to expand. The more questions you ask, the more your mind has to work to find answers, and the more ideas you generate in the process. Another essential element in unlocking your creativity is the practice of play. It's easy to think of creativity as something that requires intense focus or work, but in reality, some of the best ideas emerge when we allow ourselves to play. Play is the time when our minds are free to wander, to experiment, and to think without the pressure of producing something perfect. The more you allow yourself to play with ideas and concepts without judgment, the more creative solutions you will discover. Play fosters an environment where creativity can flourish because it removes the rigidity that often stifles new thinking. Your environment plays a significant role in your creative process as well. The right environment can either nurture or hinder your creativity. Surround yourself with things that inspire and stimulate your thinking. This could be anything from reading diverse books and exploring new places to engaging in conversations that challenge your perspectives. A creative space is one that encourages exploration and welcomes new ideas. When you are in an environment that promotes innovation, whether physically or mentally, it's easier to tap into your creative potential. Creativity also requires rest. It might seem counterintuitive, but some of the most creative moments happen when we step away from our work and allow our minds to rest. Constantly pushing yourself without taking time to recharge can block the flow of ideas. Sometimes it's in moments of relaxation or quiet reflection that new insights emerge. Your mind needs space to process, to make connections, and to allow the creative process to unfold naturally. It's important to recognize that creativity is a skill, not a fixed trait. Just like any other skill, creativity can be nurtured and developed over time. If you want to unlock your creativity, you must be willing to practice it. Embracing silence is a powerful practice that is often overlooked in the noise and busyness of our modern world. In a world filled with constant distractions, phones buzzing, people talking, the hum of activity, it's easy to forget the incredible value that silence holds. Yet, it is within silence that true clarity, focus, and insight often emerge. When you embrace silence, you create the space for your thoughts to settle, your mind to clear, and for deeper understanding to surface. Silence allows you to connect with yourself on a deeper level. In the absence of external noise, you are able to hear your own thoughts, desires, and instincts without interference. It's a time for self-reflection, a moment to check in with yourself and understand what is truly important to you. In silence, the noise of the world fades away, and you are left with the purity of your own inner voice. This connection to yourself can help you align your actions with your core values, find your true purpose, and make decisions that resonate with your authentic self. It is in moments of silence that your most profound insights often come to light. When you're constantly surrounded by noise, whether it's physical or mental, your mind can become cluttered. The constant barrage of information and stimulation can drown out your ability to think deeply and critically. Silence provides an opportunity to sift through the mental clutter, to reflect on your experiences, and to gain new perspectives. It's often when we are alone in silence that the answers to our questions or the solutions to our problems suddenly become clear. The mind can work more effectively when given the space to process and connect ideas without constant interruption. Silence is also a powerful tool for creativity. The world is full of distractions, and it's easy to get caught up in the external influences that shape our thinking. But true creativity comes from within, and it requires the quiet space to cultivate and grow. When you embrace silence, you give your imagination room to breathe, to explore new ideas, and to envision possibilities that you might not have considered before. Without the noise of the world competing for your attention, your creative energy can flow freely, and your mind can wander to places where it may have never. Curiosity is the spark that ignites the fire of creativity and discovery. It is the driving force behind every great invention, every breakthrough, and every shift in perspective that has propelled humanity forward. Being curious is not just about asking questions. It's about having a deep, genuine desire to understand the world around you, to explore new ideas, and to uncover the hidden layers beneath the surface of everyday life. Curiosity fuels growth and transformation both personally and collectively by opening our minds to new possibilities and pushing us to challenge our assumptions. At its core, curiosity is about the willingness to embrace the unknown. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and allowing yourself to not have all the answers. Instead of seeing uncertainty as something to fear, curiosity invites. Exposing yourself to new experiences is one of the most powerful ways to expand your mind, break free from the limits of routine, and unlock your full potential. It is through new experiences that we grow, learn, and develop a deeper understanding of the world and ourselves. Life has so much to offer, and when we open ourselves up to it, we are given the chance to see things from different perspectives, challenge our preconceived notions, and discover possibilities we never thought were within reach. The beauty of new experiences is that they push us beyond what is familiar and comfortable, allowing us to stretch our boundaries and explore new territories, both internally and externally. When you expose yourself to new experiences, you challenge the way you think, feel, and act. It's easy to get caught in a cycle of repetition where we do the same things, see the same people, and think the same thoughts. But life is full of diverse opportunities and perspectives waiting to be discovered. Each new experience offers a unique lesson, insight, or shift in perception that can have a lasting impact on the way you approach life. Whether it's traveling to a new place, trying a new hobby, or meeting someone with a different background, each experience adds richness to your life and enhances your ability to connect with the world around you. One of the most valuable aspects of trying new experiences is the opportunity for personal growth. When you step into the unknown, you often have to confront your fears, doubts, and insecurities. These moments of discomfort are where growth occurs. They push you to expand your comfort zone and tap into new reservoirs of strength and resilience. Over time, as you expose yourself to more experiences, you start to build a deeper sense of confidence in your ability to handle uncertainty, to adapt, and to thrive no matter what challenges come your way. New experiences also provide opportunities for learning and self-discovery. Every time you try something new, you gain a greater understanding of your own likes, dislikes, strengths, and areas for improvement. You begin to see where your true passions lie and where your talents are most expressed. Sometimes you may even discover hidden potential or interests you never realized you had. The act of embracing new experiences teaches you how to listen to yourself, to recognize the things that make you feel alive, and to align your actions with your inner desires. This self-awareness allows you to make more intentional choices that lead to a deeper sense of fulfillment. Another important benefit of exposing yourself to new experiences is that it broadens your perspective and fosters empathy. Every time you encounter something different, whether it's a new culture, a different way of thinking, or a fresh challenge, you gain a deeper appreciation for the diversity of the world. You begin to see that there is more than one way to approach life, and you learn to embrace and respect those differences. This expanded perspective helps you to become more open-minded, compassionate, and understanding toward others as you recognize that each person's experiences and viewpoints are shaped by unique circumstances. By seeking out new experiences, you also increase your ability to innovate and think creatively. The more you expose yourself to different ways of doing things, different fields of knowledge, and new environments, the more connections you begin to make between disparate ideas. These cross-pollinations of thought lead to innovative solutions and fresh ways of thinking. New experiences fuel creativity by providing new data points for your brain to process and synthesize, helping you develop a more flexible, resourceful mindset. They inspire new ideas, new ways of problem solving, and new ways of seeing challenges and opportunities. Life is filled with infinite possibilities, and the only way to truly experience its richness is by being open to trying new things. Whether it's stepping into unfamiliar situations, embracing change, or simply opening your heart and mind to the unknown, exposing yourself to new experiences is one of the most profound ways to grow and evolve. The world is constantly changing, and by embracing new experiences, you not only learn to navigate those changes, but you also shape your own future in ways you can't yet fully imagine. Each experience builds on the last, creating a unique tapestry of lessons, memories, and insights that ultimately shape the person you become. The more you expose yourself to new experiences, the more you become the person who is capable of achieving great things, overcoming challenges, and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Creating the right environment is essential for fostering growth, creativity, and success. Our environment, both physical and mental, has a profound impact on our mindset, energy, and ability to thrive. The surroundings in which we live, work, and spend our time either nurture or hinder our potential. The right environment is not simply about having a neat and organized space, although that can help. It's about cultivating an atmosphere that encourages inspiration, supports your well-being, and aligns with the goals and values you wish to pursue. When you surround yourself with the right elements, you set the stage for progress, clarity, and innovation. The physical environment plays a significant role in shaping your mood, focus, and productivity. A cluttered, chaotic space can lead to a cluttered mind, making it difficult to think clearly or engage deeply in your work. On the other hand, an environment that is clean, organized, and visually stimulating can help clear the mental fog and allow your thoughts to flow more freely. It's about creating a space that makes you feel comfortable, motivated, and ready to take on the challenges ahead. This can include designing a workspace that fosters creativity or choosing a living space that promotes relaxation and peace. The elements you bring into your environment, whether it's colors, textures, or personal items, have the power to either uplift or drain your energy. But beyond the physical, the mental and emotional environment is equally important. The people you surround yourself with, the thoughts you allow to take root in your mind, and the energy you cultivate all contribute to the atmosphere in which you operate. If you are constantly around negative influences, whether it's critical people, toxic relationships, or a culture that doesn't align with your values, you can find it hard to stay motivated or maintain a positive outlook. In contrast, an environment that is supportive, empowering, and filled with like-minded individuals can fuel your growth and inspire you to aim higher. Creating the right environment also involves nurturing a mindset that encourages progress and possibility. The internal environment you create within yourself is just as important as the external space you inhabit. Your thoughts, attitudes, and beliefs shape how you experience the world. When you cultivate a mindset of positivity, gratitude, and possibility, you create an internal environment that supports growth and success. This can mean shifting negative or limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering thoughts that propel you forward. A positive mental environment helps you overcome setbacks, stay focused on your goals, and remain resilient in the face of challenges. Another key aspect of creating the right environment is intentionality. You must be deliberate about the influences you allow into your life. This means being selective about the people, media, and information you engage with. The right environment is one that supports the direction you want to move in, whether that's personal growth, professional success, or creativity. For example, if you want to be more innovative, you might seek out environments that stimulate your curiosity, such as art galleries, nature, or intellectually stimulating discussions. If you are working on personal development, you might create a space that encourages reflection and introspection, such as a quiet corner with a journal or a comfortable chair for reading. Social connections also play a pivotal role in the environment you create. Surrounding yourself with people who inspire, support, and challenge you is essential for growth. A strong support network fosters accountability, provides encouragement during tough times, and celebrates your achievements. These relationships create an atmosphere where you feel empowered to take risks, share ideas, and pursue your ambitions without fear of judgment or failure. Conversely, being around people who drain your energy, discourage your ideas, or limit your potential can hold you back. The right social environment enables you to feel heard, validated, and motivated to keep pushing forward. An environment that nurtures creativity is one that encourages exploration and curiosity. When you are in an atmosphere that values innovation and embraces the process of trial and error, you are more likely to step out of your comfort zone and experiment with new ideas. This can be a physical environment that inspires creativity, such as a bright open space, or a mental environment that encourages free thinking, play, and collaboration. In such an environment, failure is seen as a stepping stone to success, and mistakes are opportunities to learn and grow rather than reasons to stop. Your environment also needs to be one that supports your well-being. If your surroundings are stressful, disorganized, or toxic, it will be difficult to focus on your goals or tap into your creative potential. Creating a balanced environment where your mental, emotional, and physical needs are met allows you to thrive. This includes setting boundaries with people, making time for self-care, and ensuring that you are in an environment that promotes physical health, such as having a clean, peaceful space or engaging in activities that nourish your body and mind. The right environment isn't just about the immediate things you can see, it's also about the energy and atmosphere you create through your habits and mindset. By being intentional with your choices and cultivating an environment that aligns with your vision and values, you create a powerful foundation for achieving your dreams. Whether it's the space around you, the people you interact with, or the thoughts you entertain, every element of your environment plays a role in shaping your success. When you consciously create the right environment, you set the stage for sustained growth, happiness, and achievement. Self-reflection is a practice that allows you to pause, look inward, and deeply evaluate your thoughts, actions, and emotions. It is the art of turning your attention to yourself, not in a way that promotes self-criticism, but in a way that fosters understanding, growth, and improvement. Through self-reflection, you gain insight into who you truly are, what drives you, and where you want to go. It is an ongoing process of introspection that helps you navigate life with greater clarity and intention. At its core, self-reflection is about creating space for self-awareness. We often rush through our daily lives without taking the time to stop and evaluate what is happening inside of us. The busyness of the world can make it easy to ignore our inner voice or to get lost in external expectations and distractions. However, when you practice self-reflection, you make it a priority to listen to yourself, to your feelings, your desires, and your needs. This internal awareness allows you to understand why you do the things you do, the motivations behind your actions, and the deeper meaning that exists beneath your daily activities. Self-reflection is also about recognizing patterns in your behavior. By regularly reflecting on your actions, you can identify recurring habits, thought patterns, and emotional responses that may either help or hinder your growth. This awareness allows you to make conscious decisions about which patterns to keep and which to change. For example, you might notice that you tend to react defensively in certain situations, or that you often procrastinate on important tasks. Once you recognize these patterns, you have the power to choose a different response, one that aligns better with your goals and values. Self-reflection gives you the clarity to change course when necessary and to course correct before things become too ingrained. Self-reflection provides the opportunity for personal growth by encouraging you to evaluate your progress. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day hustle, constantly moving forward without taking the time to assess whether the path you're on is leading you toward your desired destination. When you regularly reflect on your journey, you can evaluate whether your actions are in alignment with your long-term goals. Are you moving closer to your purpose, or are you distracted by things that do not serve you? By taking stock of where you are, you gain the ability to make adjustments, realign your actions, and continue progressing in a more focused and purposeful direction. One of the greatest benefits of self-reflection is that it allows you to learn from your experiences. Every day presents a series of lessons, both big and small, and self-reflection gives you the opportunity to look back and gain wisdom from those lessons. Perhaps you faced a challenging situation at work, or you had a conversation that left you feeling frustrated. Reflecting on these experiences allows you to consider what went well, what didn't, and how you might approach similar situations in the future. It encourages a mindset of continuous improvement, where you are not discouraged by mistakes, but rather see them as stepping stones for growth. Each experience, no matter how difficult, becomes an opportunity to deepen your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Self-reflection also fosters emotional intelligence by helping you better understand and manage your emotions. When you take time to reflect on your emotional responses, you can gain insight into what triggers certain feelings and why you react the way you do. This awareness allows you to develop greater control over your emotions and respond to situations with more thoughtfulness and empathy. It's a way to step outside of automatic reactions and instead choose responses that align with your values and intentions. Emotional intelligence enables you to build stronger relationships, communicate more effectively, and navigate life with a greater sense of ease and self-mastery. A key component of self-reflection is embracing honesty with yourself. It's easy to hide from uncomfortable truths or to justify behaviors that don't align with our values. But true growth comes when we confront these truths head on. Reflecting on your mistakes, shortcomings, and areas for improvement requires courage, but it is this very process that allows for real transformation. By being honest with yourself, you create the foundation for deeper self-acceptance and personal evolution. It's not about being hard on yourself, it's about acknowledging where you are without judgment and committing to the next step of your journey. Self-reflection is also an invaluable tool for finding meaning and purpose in your life. Life can sometimes feel overwhelming or aimless, especially when you're caught up in the daily grind. However, when you take time to reflect on your values, passions, and aspirations, you reconnect with what truly matters. This practice helps you find clarity in your purpose and reaffirms your direction. Reflection allows you to remember why you started in the first place, helping you to reignite your passion and stay focused on your goals, especially when life gets challenging. Self-reflection does not require complicated tools or long hours of meditation. It can be as simple as taking a few quiet moments each day to check in with yourself. You might ask yourself questions like, what did I learn today? How did I feel during this experience? What can I do differently tomorrow? This practice can be done in a journal, through meditation, or even in casual contemplation as you move through your day. The important thing is to make time for it and to be consistent. The more you practice self-reflection, the more natural it becomes, and the more insights you gain into your own mind, heart, and life. In the end, self-reflection is not just a practice, but a mindset. It is a commitment to living intentionally, to understanding yourself deeply, and to growing continuously. By embracing self-reflection, you open yourself to the profound wisdom that resides within you, and you empower yourself to become the person you were always meant to be. Persistence is one of the most powerful qualities you can cultivate on the journey toward success and personal growth. It's the ability to keep moving forward even when faced with obstacles, setbacks, or failures. Persistence is not about never encountering difficulties, it's about how you respond to them. It's the unwavering commitment to continue despite challenges, doubts, or delays. Those who succeed in life are not always the most talented or fortunate, but often the most persistent. They are the ones who choose not to give up no matter how many times they fall, and who understand that true growth comes through perseverance. When you are persistent, you develop an inner strength that pushes you to go further than you thought possible. It is the determination to keep moving forward, one step at a time, even when the path ahead is unclear or difficult. It is easy to be excited and motivated at the beginning of a project or goal. However, as time passes and challenges arise, the initial enthusiasm can fade. This is when persistence becomes crucial. It's the act of continuing when things get tough, when results are slow, and when progress feels hard to measure. Persistence is the fuel that keeps you going when your initial motivation has dwindled. It's the quiet, consistent drive to keep putting in the work, day after day, regardless of how you feel or how long it takes. The journey of persistence often involves embracing failure as part of the process. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of success. Many people fail because they stop trying after encountering obstacles or setbacks. But those who persist understand that every failure is simply a lesson in disguise. It is a stepping stone toward mastery and achievement. Every setback you face is an opportunity to refine your approach, learn from your mistakes, and develop resilience. Instead of letting failure define you, persistence encourages you to see it as a necessary part of the journey, a lesson, a redirection, or a prompt to try again with new wisdom. Persistence also involves having patience. It's easy to want immediate results, especially in a world where instant gratification is the norm, but great achievements rarely come overnight. Success takes time, effort, and dedication. Those who are persistent understand that the road to their goals is a marathon, not a sprint. They are willing to do the work day in and day out, knowing that the small, consistent actions they take today will compound over time into something much greater. Patience is not about sitting idly and waiting for success to come to you. It's about continuing to show up no matter how slow or challenging the progress may feel, because you trust that persistence will pay off in the end. Another powerful aspect of persistence is developing a deep sense of belief in your goals and purpose. If you don't truly believe in what you are doing, it will be much harder to stay persistent when times get tough. Your belief acts as the foundation for your persistence. It's the reason you keep going even when you doubt yourself. When you are committed to your vision and purpose, even in the face of adversity, you will find the strength to keep pushing forward. Persistence is fueled by passion and purpose. It is driven by the deep understanding that what you are working toward matters, not only to you, but also to the world around you. Persistence is also about being resourceful and adaptable. There will be times when the road to your goal seems blocked or the method you are using is no longer effective. This is where persistence takes on the form of flexibility. Being persistent does not mean stubbornly sticking to one approach when it clearly isn't working. It means having the ability to adjust your course, try a new strategy, and keep seeking solutions until you find the right one. Persistence doesn't mean doing the same thing over and over again without change. It's about finding new ways to keep moving forward, even when you encounter obstacles. Equally important is the ability to keep a positive mindset throughout the process. Maintaining a positive attitude in the face of adversity can be incredibly challenging, but it is a crucial component of persistence. A positive mindset helps you stay focused on solutions rather than problems, and it empowers you to keep going even when things seem impossible. It allows you to view setbacks as temporary and to remain motivated by the bigger picture. Persistence thrives in an environment of optimism where challenges are seen as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. Persistence often requires sacrifices. You may have to give up some comforts, routines, or distractions in order to stay committed to your goals. These sacrifices can be time, energy, social events, or even personal indulgences. The path to success often requires hard work and dedication, and persistence means you are willing to make those sacrifices, knowing that they will lead to greater rewards down the line. The sacrifices you make in the short term will pave the way for long-term fulfillment and achievement. Persistence also encourages accountability and discipline. It's easy to get distracted or lose momentum when you're working towards something long-term, but persistent individuals hold themselves accountable. They set clear goals, break them down into manageable steps, and stay disciplined in executing those steps consistently. Accountability ensures that you stay on track and keep moving forward, even when motivation wanes. It's the daily commitment to showing up, doing the work, and holding yourself responsible for your progress, regardless of the external circumstances. As you persist, you will also develop resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks stronger than before. Resilience is the quality that enables you to face challenges without giving up, and it is strengthened through the act of persistence. Each time you face adversity and choose to continue, you are building your resilience muscle. Over time, persistence turns challenges into opportunities for growth and learning, making you more capable of handling future difficulties with ease and confidence. In the end, being persistent is not about never failing, it's about never quitting. It's the refusal to allow obstacles to define you, to accept defeat as permanent, or to be discouraged by the struggles that inevitably come along the way. Persistence is the determination to keep moving forward, to keep learning, and to keep evolving, even when things seem difficult or uncertain. It is the key to turning dreams into reality, obstacles into opportunities, and failure into success. With persistence, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Failure is often seen as a negative outcome, something to be feared or avoided at all costs. However, it is an intrinsic part of the journey toward success and growth. Rather than being an endpoint, failure is a necessary and powerful stepping stone that offers valuable lessons and opportunities for learning. Every great success story is built on the foundation of failure. The most accomplished individuals and innovators didn't reach their heights by avoiding failure. They embraced it, learned from it, and used it as a catalyst for growth. When you experience failure, it's easy to fall into self-doubt or frustration. Society often presents a distorted view of success, one that overlooks the struggle, the mistakes, and the hard work that occurs behind the scenes. But failure is not a reflection of your worth or ability. It's a reflection of the process of learning and evolving. The road to success is rarely a straight line, and the setbacks and challenges you face along the way serve to refine your skills, test your resilience, and clarify your goals. Each failure teaches you something you wouldn't have learned otherwise, whether it's a lesson in patience, perseverance, creativity, or problem solving. One of the greatest benefits of failure is that it provides clarity. When things don't work out as planned, you are forced to reassess your approach, to reflect on what went wrong, and to figure out what you can do differently. This process of self-evaluation often leads to a deeper understanding of your strengths and weaknesses, helping you refine your strategies and develop better solutions moving forward. Failure forces you to confront what is not working, which allows you to discard ineffective methods and focus on what has the potential to lead to success. In this way, failure acts as a guide, helping you navigate the twists and turns of your journey toward your goals. Failure also offers an opportunity for growth and development. It teaches resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks and keep moving forward. The more you fail and get back up, the stronger you become. Failure builds your mental and emotional muscles, helping you to develop the stamina required to face future challenges with greater confidence. It forces you to dig deeper, push through discomfort, and embrace the discomfort of uncertainty. With each failure, you increase your capacity to handle adversity, become more adaptable, and learn how to respond to challenges in a constructive way. Over time, the fear of failure diminishes because you recognize it as an inevitable part of the process, not something to be avoided at all costs. Another powerful aspect of failure is that it increases creativity. When things don't go as planned, you are pushed to think outside the box and find new, innovative solutions. The process of problem solving that arises from failure is an opportunity to experiment, iterate, and refine your approach. Creativity thrives in an environment where there are no easy answers, where failure is a natural part of the process that forces you to push the boundaries of what you thought possible. Some of the greatest innovations in history came from individuals who failed multiple times before finding the breakthrough that worked. Failure encourages you to explore new avenues and forces you to think in ways you never would have otherwise. Failure teaches humility. It reminds you that success doesn't come without effort and persistence, and that you don't have control over every outcome. It fosters the understanding that no one is immune to mistakes or setbacks, and that everyone has to navigate the challenges and hardships of life. Embracing failure with humility means accepting that you don't know everything and that it's okay to make mistakes. This open-mindedness allows you to continue learning and growing, making you more receptive to feedback and new perspectives. Instead of feeling defeated by failure, you approach it with an attitude of curiosity and openness, eager to uncover the lesson that it holds. Failure also builds character. It strengthens your sense of determination and reinforces the idea that success is not simply about talent or intelligence, but about the ability to persist through difficult times. It teaches you patience, perseverance, and the importance of consistent effort. It shapes your character by teaching you how to face adversity with grace and resilience, how to manage disappointment, and how to pick yourself up after falling down. With each failure, you become a stronger, more capable individual, one who is not easily discouraged by setbacks or defeat. Importantly, failure helps you realign your expectations. Often we set high goals for ourselves, and when we don't immediately achieve them, we see it as a personal failure. However, failure teaches us that success is not always immediate, and that the timeline we envision might not always be realistic. It shifts our perspective from a fixed mindset where failure is seen as an end to a growth mindset where failure is seen as a part of a larger ongoing process of development. By embracing this mindset, you begin to see that every failure brings you closer to success by helping you refine your goals, sharpen your skills, and gain the experience needed to ultimately achieve what you set out to do. Another important lesson of failure is the understanding that it is not the end of the road, but an opportunity to try again with new wisdom. Failure does not mark the conclusion of your journey, it's simply a new chapter, where you gather the knowledge and resilience needed to pursue your goals with renewed vigor and focus. Many of the world's most influential and successful individuals experienced multiple failures before reaching their goals. What set them apart was their ability to view failure not as a sign to quit, but as a necessary experience that contributed to their ultimate success. Failure also allows for authenticity and vulnerability. When you fail, you are confronted with your limitations and imperfections, and it is in these moments that you can embrace who you truly are. You learn to let go of the need for perfection and to accept that flaws and mistakes are part of the human experience. This authenticity allows you to approach life with greater self-compassion, and it fosters deeper connections with others who can relate to your experiences of failure and growth. Failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It's an essential part of the process, one that builds resilience, fosters creativity, and deepens your understanding of yourself and your goals. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become better equipped to face the next challenge. It's through failure that you gain the wisdom, experience, and character to succeed. Instead of avoiding failure, learn to welcome it as a natural part of your journey, because without it, success would lose its depth, meaning, and value. Collaboration is one of the most powerful tools for generating innovative ideas and driving progress. When we work together, we bring together diverse perspectives, experiences, and strengths that we might not have on our own. Ideas don't thrive in isolation. They grow, evolve, and flourish when shared with others. Sharing ideas with people who bring different viewpoints, expertise, and insights creates an environment where creativity can thrive and unexpected solutions can emerge. Through collaboration, we combine individual knowledge and creativity to create something much greater than what we could achieve alone. One of the key benefits of collaboration is that it allows you to expand the scope of your thinking. When you're working solo, you may get stuck in a narrow perspective or a limited way of solving problems. But when you collaborate, you open yourself up to new possibilities and ideas that you might not have considered on your own. Collaborating with others allows you to see challenges from different angles, making it easier to find solutions that are more creative, innovative, and effective. By sharing ideas and bouncing them off others, you open the door to breakthroughs that would not have been possible in a vacuum. Collaboration provides the opportunity to learn from others. Each person brings their own set of skills, experiences, and knowledge to the table, and this exchange of ideas can be a powerful learning experience. Whether it's learning a new technical skill, gaining a fresh perspective on a problem, or understanding a new approach to thinking, collaborating exposes you to new ways of seeing the world. Through sharing, you learn not only from others' successes, but also from their mistakes and challenges. This collaborative learning process accelerates your own growth, and it helps you develop the tools and mindset needed to tackle even more complex challenges in the future. When you share ideas, you also open up the potential for feedback and refinement. Often the first iteration of an idea is not the best one. It may lack clarity, practicality, or foresight. But through collaboration, your idea can be tested, challenged, and refined by others who offer constructive feedback and suggestions for improvement. This process of refinement allows your ideas to evolve into something more comprehensive, effective, and impactful. Collaboration turns initial concepts into more polished, thoughtful solutions that have been honed through collective input. Another powerful aspect of sharing ideas is that it fosters a sense of community and connection. When you collaborate, you build relationships with others based on shared goals and mutual respect. This connection creates an environment where people feel supported and encouraged to contribute their thoughts and ideas without fear of judgment. It's through collaboration that we often find new opportunities for growth, whether it's gaining new partners, mentors, or supporters who help us refine our ideas or open doors to new possibilities. Working together strengthens bonds and creates a sense of shared purpose that can be incredibly motivating. Collaboration also introduces the concept of accountability. When you share your ideas with others, you become accountable not just to yourself, but to the group as well. This external accountability can be a powerful motivator. It pushes you to take your ideas more seriously, to follow through on commitments, and to continue refining and improving. The dynamic nature of collaboration means that ideas are constantly evolving and that the work involved is a collective effort. You're less likely to let ideas fizzle out or be abandoned when you're accountable to a group of people who are also invested in the success of those ideas. Collaboration encourages a spirit of generosity and openness. When you share your ideas with others, you move away from the mindset of ownership and toward a more open, giving approach. The act of sharing is not about protecting your ideas or fearing that someone else might take credit for them. It's about contributing to something bigger than yourself. Sharing your thoughts and experiences creates a culture of generosity, where people are eager to help one another, share their resources, and collaborate in the pursuit of common goals. This mindset fosters a more positive, supportive, and inclusive environment where creativity and innovation are encouraged. Diversity is another key strength of collaboration. When people from different backgrounds, cultures, or areas of expertise come together, they bring a rich tapestry of ideas and approaches that can lead to powerful innovations. Diversity in collaboration means more than just different experiences. It means different ways of thinking, problem solving, and creating. The variety of perspectives that collaboration brings enhances the depth and breadth of the ideas that emerge. It creates an environment where unconventional solutions can arise and where people are more likely to challenge the status quo and think outside the box. Collaboration and sharing ideas also require trust. Trust is the foundation that makes collaboration successful. When you trust others to listen to your ideas, challenge them in constructive ways, and contribute their own thoughts, you create an environment that promotes open, honest, and productive discussions. Trust ensures that everyone feels comfortable sharing their thoughts without fear of judgment or criticism. It allows people to work together seamlessly, knowing that they are supported and valued by the group. This trust makes it easier to navigate conflicts, refine ideas, and ultimately create something meaningful. The act of collaboration is rooted in the belief that together we can achieve more. Collaboration amplifies individual strengths and compensates for weaknesses. No one person has all the answers, but together a group of individuals can create something far greater than the sum of their parts. The exchange of ideas, knowledge, and creativity leads to solutions that are more robust, more efficient, and more effective than what any one person could create on their own. The power of shared ideas lies in the potential for collective growth and success. In essence, collaboration and sharing ideas are not just about working together. They are about creating a culture where innovation, growth, and mutual respect can thrive. It is a practice that unlocks potential, drives progress, and fosters deeper connections between individuals. When you open yourself up to collaboration and the sharing of ideas, you tap into a wellspring of creativity, energy, and collective wisdom that propels you and those around you toward greater achievements. Challenging your assumptions is one of the most powerful ways to unlock your potential and expand your thinking. We all carry certain beliefs and ideas about how the world works. Some of them are shaped by our upbringing, experiences, culture, and society. These assumptions often act as filters through which we interpret the world, and while they can be helpful for navigating daily life, they also limit our ability to grow, innovate, and embrace new possibilities. The problem is that when we hold on to assumptions too tightly, we stop questioning them, and as a result, we may miss opportunities for learning, improvement, and creativity. The first step in challenging your assumptions is recognizing that they exist in the first place. Most of the time, assumptions operate in the background of our minds, shaping our perceptions and influencing our decisions without us even realizing it. We assume certain things about people, situations, and outcomes based on past experiences, but these assumptions are often incomplete or flawed. They can narrow our perspective and cause us to overlook alternative ways of thinking or behaving. For example, if you assume that failure is something to be avoided at all costs, you might be too fearful to take risks or try new things, missing out on growth opportunities in the process. Similarly, if you assume that success requires a specific set of circumstances or conditions, you might dismiss unconventional paths that could lead to success in their own right. Challenging your assumptions requires a willingness to question what you believe to be true. It's about asking yourself why you think the way you do and whether those beliefs are truly serving you or holding you back. Are your assumptions based on facts, or are they influenced by biases, fears, or limited experiences? Are they grounded in the present reality, or are they outdated and no longer applicable? By asking these types of questions, you open yourself up to the possibility that some of your assumptions might need to be revised or even discarded. It's not about rejecting everything you've ever believed, but about cultivating a mindset of curiosity and openness to new ideas and perspectives. Once you begin questioning your assumptions, the next step is to look for evidence that challenges your beliefs. If you have an assumption about a particular situation or outcome, try to find counterexamples or evidence that contradicts it. Seek out perspectives from people who have different experiences, backgrounds, or viewpoints. Often, we make assumptions based on a narrow set of experiences or observations, but the world is far more complex than what we can personally observe. By exposing yourself to different ideas, stories, and facts, you broaden your understanding and give yourself the chance to see things in a new light. This process can be uncomfortable at first, especially if it forces you to confront beliefs that you've held for a long time. However, it's through this discomfort that growth happens, and it's in questioning what you think you know that you begin to unlock new opportunities for learning and development. Challenging assumptions also involves being willing to embrace uncertainty and ambiguity. Our minds naturally gravitate towards certainty because it gives us a sense of control and predictability. But the truth is that life is full of uncertainties, and many of the assumptions we hold about the world are based on a desire to avoid that uncertainty. By challenging your assumptions, you allow yourself to step into the unknown and embrace new possibilities, even when they are unclear or uncertain. This doesn't mean making decisions blindly or recklessly. It means accepting that not all answers are readily available and that sometimes the best course of action is to experiment, take risks, and learn from the outcomes. Embracing uncertainty opens up new avenues of thinking and creativity that would otherwise be closed off if you stuck rigidly to your assumptions. It's also important to understand that your assumptions are not the same as the truth. We often take our beliefs as fact, assuming that the way we see things is the way they are. However, reality is much more nuanced and dynamic than our assumptions allow. The world is constantly changing, and so are we. As we grow and learn, our assumptions need to evolve along with us. What may have been true for you at one point in time might not be true anymore, and that's perfectly okay. Challenging your assumptions means being open to the idea that truth is not static and that your understanding of the world is always evolving. The more you allow yourself to challenge your assumptions, the more you embrace the fluidity of life and become better equipped to adapt to new situations and challenges. Another powerful aspect of challenging your assumptions is that it helps you develop critical thinking skills. When you question your assumptions, you engage in deeper, more thoughtful analysis of the information you encounter. You move beyond surface-level thinking and begin to explore the underlying causes, motivations, and patterns behind what you believe. This process sharpens your ability to think critically and evaluate situations from multiple angles, helping you make more informed decisions and navigate complexities with greater insight. Critical thinking is a skill that can be developed over time, and challenging your assumptions is a fundamental part of building that skill. Challenging your assumptions helps you develop empathy and understanding. When you challenge your own assumptions, you become more aware of how your beliefs shape your interactions with others. By questioning your assumptions about people, cultures, or ideas, you open yourself up to understanding different perspectives. This is particularly important in a world that is increasingly diverse and interconnected. By questioning your assumptions, you not only expand your own mind, but you also foster a greater sense of empathy and connection with others, which is essential for building meaningful relationships and creating collaborative environments. Challenging assumptions can lead to innovation and progress. Many of the world's greatest breakthroughs and discoveries were made by individuals who questioned conventional wisdom and dared to think differently. They didn't accept the assumptions of their time as gospel truth. They looked for new ways to approach problems, solve challenges in creative ways, and found answers in places others hadn't thought to look. When you challenge your assumptions, you create space for innovation to flourish. You're no longer bound by outdated ways of thinking or limited beliefs about what is possible. Instead, you free yourself to explore new ideas and approaches that can lead to transformative change. Challenging your assumptions is about embracing the power of curiosity, growth, and adaptability. It's about realizing that your beliefs and perceptions are not fixed and that there is always room for growth and improvement. By questioning what you think you know, you expand your capacity for learning, open yourself to new experiences, and create new pathways for success. The more you challenge your assumptions, the more you allow yourself to evolve, and the greater your potential becomes. It's through this process of self-reflection and critical examination that you can begin to unlock new possibilities and discover solutions that you never thought were within reach. Engaging in mind-stimulating activities is one of the most effective ways to cultivate creativity, sharpen your intellect, and enhance your problem-solving abilities. In a world that is often filled with distractions, it's easy to allow your mind to operate on autopilot. But just like physical muscles, your brain requires exercise to stay fit and to continue growing. The more you engage in activities that challenge your thinking, the more your cognitive abilities are strengthened and the more capable you become of generating innovative ideas. Mind-stimulating activities come in many forms, and each offers its own unique way to challenge your brain. Reading is one of the most powerful ways to stimulate your mind. Whether it's fiction, nonfiction, philosophy, or science, books expose you to new ideas, perspectives, and concepts that force your brain to think critically and expand your understanding of the world. Reading allows you to engage with the thoughts and theories of others, deepening your knowledge and enriching your vocabulary. As you process the information on the page, your mind is constantly engaged, creating new connections between ideas and improving your ability to think abstractly. Another way to stimulate your mind is through puzzles and games that require strategic thinking, such as chess, Sudoku, or brain teasers. These activities push your cognitive limits by encouraging you to think several steps ahead, analyze patterns, and solve problems. They keep your mind active and help improve memory, focus, and logical reasoning. Engaging in such activities trains your brain to become more agile and adaptable, honing your decision-making skills and enhancing your ability to think critically under pressure. These exercises aren't just about passing the time, they are about intentionally exercising your brain to keep it sharp and responsive. Creativity is often sparked by activities that take you outside of your usual routine, which is why engaging in activities that require you to think differently is so important. Whether it's drawing, painting, or writing, engaging in creative endeavors forces your brain to tap into different regions and activate new neural pathways. Creativity often arises from moments of experimentation where there are no right or wrong answers, only the process of exploration. By trying new things and embracing a mindset of experimentation, you encourage your brain to stretch its limits, ultimately enhancing its capacity for creative thinking and problem solving. Learning new skills is another powerful way to stimulate the brain. The act of learning something unfamiliar forces your mind to work harder and adapt to new information. Whether it's learning a new language, picking up an instrument, or exploring a new hobby, each new skill you acquire creates new neural connections, which enhances your cognitive flexibility. The challenge of learning something new is exciting and rewarding as it forces you to approach problems from different angles and become comfortable with the discomfort of being a beginner. It also helps you cultivate resilience because you are reminded that growth often comes from being willing to struggle and persist. Mind-stimulating activities also include engaging in discussions or debates that require you to think critically and articulate your ideas. Conversations that explore complex topics challenge you to develop a deeper understanding of the subject matter while refining your ability to communicate clearly and persuasively. When you engage in thoughtful discussions, you are forced to defend your viewpoints, listen to opposing perspectives, and refine your thinking based on new insights. This exchange of ideas not only stimulates your intellect, but also helps you develop a more nuanced and balanced understanding of the world. Physical exercise can also play a crucial role in stimulating the mind. While we often think of exercise as being beneficial for the body, it is equally important for the brain. Regular physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, which enhances cognitive function, memory, and concentration. Activities like running, swimming, or yoga don't just benefit your physical health, they have profound positive effects on mental clarity, emotional well-being, and stress reduction. Exercise stimulates the release of endorphins and other neurotransmitters that promote positive mental health, boosting both your mood and your ability to think clearly. By incorporating regular exercise into your routine, you are giving your brain the best possible conditions for optimal performance. Taking the time to reflect and meditate is another powerful way to stimulate your mind. In the midst of our busy lives, it's easy to be overwhelmed by the constant flow of thoughts and information. Meditation offers an opportunity to quiet the mind, sharpen focus, and create space for deeper insight. By practicing mindfulness, you can become more attuned to your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to gain clarity and make more intentional decisions. Reflection provides the time to process and internalize new information, helping you to better understand how to apply it in your life. In turn, this stimulates your ability to solve problems with greater creativity and clarity. Engaging with new technologies and staying curious about innovations in fields like artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and biotechnology is another way to keep your mind stimulated. The rapid pace of technological advancement means that new ideas, tools, and concepts are constantly emerging, offering fresh opportunities for growth. By staying informed about these developments and challenging yourself to understand them, you not only expand your knowledge, but also position yourself to think critically about how these technologies will shape the future. Staying on the cutting edge of innovation requires a mindset of continuous learning and openness to change, both of which keep your mind agile and forward-thinking. Traveling, experiencing different cultures, and stepping outside of your comfort zone can also have a profound effect on stimulating your mind. When you travel, you are exposed to new ideas, customs, languages, and ways of life that challenge your preconceived notions and broaden your worldview. This exposure forces your mind to adapt and expand, encouraging you to think differently and appreciate the diversity of human experience. Travel often pushes you out of your routine, forcing you to problem solve and adapt to unfamiliar situations, further strengthening your mental flexibility. Engaging in mind-stimulating activities requires you to embrace curiosity and a love of learning. When you approach life with a mindset of curiosity, you are more likely to seek out new experiences, explore new ideas, and continuously challenge yourself to grow. This mindset fosters a sense of wonder and excitement that keeps the mind alive and engaged, propelling you toward new possibilities and creative breakthroughs. Curiosity drives you to ask questions, seek answers, and look beyond the surface to uncover deeper truths. The more you cultivate this mindset, the more you stimulate your brain and open yourself up to new opportunities for growth and innovation. In essence, mind-stimulating activities are about intentionally engaging your brain in ways that foster growth, creativity, and learning. Whether it's through reading, puzzles, learning new skills, or having deep conversations, each activity is an opportunity to expand your thinking and sharpen your intellect. The more you challenge your mind and expose it to new ideas and experiences, the better equipped you become to generate innovative ideas and solve complex problems. Staying open to change is one of the most essential practices for personal growth and success. Life is constantly evolving, and the world around us is never static. If you resist change, you limit your ability to adapt, learn, and thrive in an ever-shifting environment. Embracing change requires a mindset of flexibility and willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. Change often brings discomfort, uncertainty, and even fear, but it also presents opportunities for growth, innovation, and new experiences that can expand your horizons. Being open to change means embracing the unknown rather than fearing it. Our natural instinct is often to resist what we don't understand or can't predict. We seek security and stability because they make us feel in control. However, in doing so, we can miss out on the rich opportunities that change brings. The unknown is where innovation happens, it is where creativity flourishes, and where breakthroughs are made. By choosing to welcome change rather than resist it, you allow yourself to explore new paths and unlock potential you may have never imagined. This willingness to change also requires letting go of old habits and beliefs that no longer serve you. Over time, we build comfort in the routines we establish and the beliefs we hold, and while these can be useful, they can also become limiting if we don't challenge them. Sticking rigidly to outdated methods or clinging to beliefs that no longer align with your current reality can prevent growth. To stay open to change, it's important to evaluate whether the things you've relied on for comfort are still effective in helping you reach your goals. Sometimes the most significant breakthroughs occur when we decide to let go of the familiar and embrace something completely new. The process of staying open to change is also about developing resilience and adaptability. Change often comes with setbacks, obstacles, or unexpected challenges that can shake our confidence. The ability to remain open in the face of uncertainty is not just about maintaining a positive attitude. It's about developing the resilience to bounce back from difficulties and continue moving forward. Adaptability is key to thriving in the face of change. It's about being able to pivot, adjust, and find new solutions when the original plan no longer works. Those who are adaptable see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable obstacles. In many situations, change brings with it new perspectives and ideas that can enhance your understanding of the world and the people around you. When you remain open to change, you invite new ways of thinking and encourage a broader view of reality. Whether through exposure to new people, cultures, or experiences, change offers fresh insights that can challenge your assumptions and inspire new ways of approaching problems. By allowing yourself to remain open to these new perspectives, you enrich your own thinking and can make more informed, well-rounded decisions. Staying open to change also means embracing continuous learning. Change often requires acquiring new skills, knowledge, or ways of doing things. It forces you to confront the limits of your current knowledge and to develop new expertise in response to evolving circumstances. The more you stay open to learning, the more you equip yourself with the tools you need to navigate change successfully. Rather than seeing learning as something you do only at specific times, it becomes a lifelong pursuit. You realize that in an ever-changing world, learning is not a destination, but a continuous journey. Sometimes, staying open to change involves redefining success and adjusting expectations. When you resist change, you may be holding on to outdated definitions of what success looks like. This can prevent you from embracing new opportunities or adapting to new realities. By staying open to change, you give yourself permission to redefine success based on current realities rather than past experiences. This allows you to recognize that success can take many forms and that it might look different today than it did yesterday. The flexibility to redefine success opens doors to new possibilities and helps you navigate transitions with a sense of purpose and direction. One of the greatest benefits of staying open to change is that it cultivates a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed with effort, learning, and perseverance. Those with a growth mindset view challenges as opportunities to learn and improve, and they approach change with excitement and curiosity rather than fear and resistance. By adopting this mindset, you see change as a natural part of the journey rather than something to fear. You understand that growth often comes through discomfort, and you learn to embrace the challenges that accompany change as integral to your development. Remaining open to change also involves being proactive rather than reactive. When change is inevitable, you can choose to take charge of how you respond to it rather than letting it overwhelm or catch you off guard. A proactive approach to change means staying informed, anticipating potential shifts, and preparing for them. Rather than waiting for change to happen to you, you take steps to shape the changes around you in ways that align with your goals and values. This proactive mindset not only allows you to manage change more effectively, but also gives you the confidence to initiate changes when you see opportunities for improvement. Open-mindedness is a key part of being open to change. When you remain open to the possibility that there is always something to learn, even from challenging or uncomfortable situations, you open yourself up to growth and progress. Change often pushes us to re-examine our beliefs, behaviors, and assumptions, leading to personal development and a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. The more you practice this kind of open-mindedness, the more adaptable and resilient you become in the face of change. Staying open to change fosters a sense of hope and possibility. When you view change as an opportunity rather than a threat, you adopt a mindset that anticipates positive outcomes. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, you focus on what could go right, knowing that change can lead to new possibilities, better experiences, and unexpected opportunities. This perspective helps you approach change with optimism and enthusiasm, knowing that it can often lead to growth, transformation, and success in ways you may not have foreseen. Staying open to change is not simply about surviving life's transitions, it's about thriving in them. By embracing the fluidity of life, adapting to new circumstances, and viewing change as an opportunity for growth, you unlock your full potential and open yourself up to a world of possibilities. The willingness to stay open to change empowers you to shape your future rather than being shaped by external forces, and ensures that you continue to evolve, innovate, and flourish in an ever-changing world. Staying open to change is not just a passive response to life's inevitable shifts. It is an active choice to embrace growth, challenge the status quo, and shape your own destiny. Change is the very fabric of progress, innovation, and personal transformation. By embracing it with an open mind and heart, you unlock your true potential and invite a world of opportunities to unfold before you. Remember, it's not the changes themselves that determine our future, but how we choose to respond to them. The world will continue to evolve, and the only way to move forward is to step into change with courage, resilience, and a mindset of continuous growth. So embrace change, for it is in the unknown that the most profound discoveries and greatest successes are born. Keep your mind open, your spirit flexible, and your vision expansive, because when you stay open to change, you position yourself to thrive no matter what comes next.